Hard sports all plays. Hard sports all plays. Hard sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Hard sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Hard sports all plays.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this podcast forever, and this is the worst damn podcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to G.W.R. Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, April 4th, 2024, for our WrestleMania preview show. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Tony Gonzo'S. And we got a bunch of guests tonight. Marcus, fine as always, also joined by Warren Misery, Austin Gonzalez, and Big Glenn. How's it going, guys?
Doing great.
Okay, guys, real quick before we get into our favorite WrestleMania matches and WrestleMania shows, I had one question real quick. If anybody's seen it and got a response or anything to it, has anybody seen the interview with CM Punk?
Haven't seen it, read about it.
Just clips.
Not really. I'd say I probably heard a little here and there, not actually watching it in full.
Yeah.
He's coming off as bitter to me. Move on, man. It's over. Things are done. Just let it. This is Mania season. Just why?
I think if you watch it though, if you watch it, to me, he didn't come off bitter. I think maybe reading it, maybe that's why it did, because I watched the whole interview.
It was a long interview,
and when you watch the interview, it didn't come off as he was bitter. At least to me, it didn't. But I could also see if you're just like reading comments, how it could maybe come off that way. But no, I thought it was a real interesting interview, and I watched the Cody Rhodes one last night that he done with Helwani, and that was a real good interview as well.
Yeah, my take is there's no doubt that Punk is just as culpable as any of them other guys, but there's no doubt them other guys were culpable too. I mean, you can't do what he did at that press conference. I will never condone that. That's not professional. Choking somebody behind the stage is probably not professional either, but I know that's happened many times. People getting choked and punched. So that's not real unusual.
Sometimes you just got to choke somebody.
Just got to choke a bitch. Hey, don't make Wayne Brady choke a bitch. But no, that's my favorite one. But anyway, I mean, he was definitely wrong. But I think there was a lot of wrongs there, and the person I still blame, and I always will blame, is one person, Tony Khan, for not being a boss. If he'd have been a boss, all that stuff would have been taken care of, and they'd still be there making money, and maybe he'd still be doing well.
Well, Punk said he tried to quit, and that's
What's
when they
that?
started that other show and all that, and just wanted to separate everybody. And according to Punk, he said he told him that wasn't going to work.
He said it wasn't going to work.
The other thing that sort of got me a little bit in my caw with some of the stuff he's saying is how he was sort of with along lines of, oh, you sold out an arcade bar and that kind of stuff ain't going to work. That's not business. To me, he's forgotten where he came from. Dude was indie. He worked through the indie promotions. He made his way up through those kind of things. And to me, it's sort of now like he's thumbing his nose at all those that are doing that, is to say that you're not going to make money that way now. So now he's about money.
Well, Well, in a business, looking at it from that side of the business, like you're talking about WCW or WWE or AEW, that's the big time.
Yeah.
It's a business, and it should be ran like a business. So you definitely want to make money. And on the independent, talk to Bully Ray. He came from ECW. He said the difference between ECW and AEW is they made their name on violence. They're making their move on moves, and he said it's not going to it's not sustainable. It's just
Yeah.
not. He said once you go to WWE, you learn what's sustainable. And Billy Ray said, "Look, I learned from my mistakes, and I made tons of them." I was look at ECW, look at all the mistakes that we made. So, but yeah, I thought it was an interesting interview. But there's no doubt Punk's just as much blame as the other guys. But there's a lot of.
No one's innocent. No one's innocent in that whole thing. There's not a single person that's coming out smelling like.
What'd you think about Edge's rah speech?
I think it was worthy from the way everything has come out, and talking once again, Bully Ray has talked about how he thought it was a great move that he said that Edge went to Tony Khan and said, I want to go do this. I'm going to go out and do this, and he wanted to really I think he was trying to just sort of smooth it all out as like how I am. I'm a fan of all wrestling. I think that's what he was trying to get at.
Yes.
He admonished the fans really too. Bully Ray said he put it on the fans too, because once he said WWN, they started booing. He's like, no. He's like, you love all wrestling, man. No matter what. You don't have to like this, but you don't crap on all the others. You support everyone. And I mean, I was cool with it. It was sort of a nice little fire up.
Yeah.
What was this? I haven't seen that.
Edge did open the show and kind of a rah speech on behalf of AEW, and he didn't put nobody down at all.
No, he didn't. No.
But he was just kind of rah, and in light of everything that came out this week, and I did think it was interesting that Tony Khan and them released some wrestlers. I thought that was something he said he would never do. But
well, the story behind that one is they said that it wasn't a budget reason. It was they had nothing for these guys, and Tony Khan didn't want them to be restricted by their contract to go out and work. And if they have an open door to come back into to AEW. So it wasn't technically a budget reason. It was just more like all these people were sitting here, and he wanted to make sure that they could, especially with Mania going on right now and all the indie stuff that's going on, these people get a chance to get in somewhere. Oh.
The one guy that got hurt, I think his name's Henry. He got hurt, and they released him. But the reason they said they released him, he didn't get hurt in AEW. He got hurt doing an independent show. So they released him and told him when he was healthy, they would bring him back. That's what just come out today.
I've seen this rumor a couple of times. Do you think that's going to happen?
I've been seeing
that rumor. I'm hearing they're going to AEW, but I don't know.
I've seen on social media like a lot of teases that they're going to AEW. There's been a lot of, that there's Saban and Shelley talking about like some of the best tag matches they had was against the Bucks, and there's a lot of showing of their old matches and things like that. Either way, it'd be sweet just because I'm also a Motor City Machine Guns fan, being from that area. So
I would love him see him. I'd love to see him get a push.
Hank says that they're boys with Aldis, and that Triple H likes Shelley.
Yeah, because Shelley worked NXT a little bit.
Yeah,
I would love to see him go WWE, but
yeah, it'd be great for them guys. I think it'd be awesome. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's get started.
How's it going, Billy? And
hey, Billy.
We're going to do our favorite WrestleMania matches first. Guys, I'll go first real quick, and then you guys can go. The first one I put down, again, just because of what it did for the business, and I still like it. I watched it the other day. Hogan and the Giant. I know it wasn't the greatest match in the world, but it was a spectacle. And, the ladder match with Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. The Flair and Shawn match, I believe it was at 24. WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan beating Triple H and then beating Batista and Randy Orton. And then the other one I had was Piper and Brett at WrestleMania. I forget which one.
That one don't get talked about now.
8, because that was an indie.
Yes, that's one of my favorite. I know Brett said that's maybe his favorite match he ever had.
Was you at that show, Marcus?
No, that's a long story.
And I do have one other one. I do have Triple H and Foley down. Chris, you want to go next?
Yeah, but I did more. I have matches and some moments.
Okay.
Hogan and Andre. I had as a match. Also, Razor and Shawn ladder match because I mean that still a lot of people still consider that one of the best ladder matches ever. Daniel Bryan taking over WrestleMania and getting the championship.
Yep.
Stone Cold returning to WrestleMania a couple years ago.
That was awesome as hell.
Also had Michaels and Undertaker. Pat McAfee getting stunned by Stone Cold in the Theory match. I'm a big McAfee fan. Cody Rhodes losing last year, and that mainly just because of the reaction of Austin, and I knew him, like Marcus and just
somebody else
that hates Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And the TLC matches that they had at WrestleMania where Edge done like the spear off the ladder and some of them matches were some of my favorites. That's what I had.
Real quick on that, Billy Ray told a story. Said the only time that them guys doing them matches ever argued was they couldn't figure out how to get to that spot and how to do it. And they said the guy that figured it out for him, believe it or not, was Rhino. Was the one that came up with that. So he said that's the only time. He said they argued. So they were screaming and yelling at each other because they couldn't get it right. Okay, who wants to go next?
Marcus.
Yeah. I want to say let Marcus go, then I'll go.
Well, I was going to say some shit, but it got funny. I can't do it. Because I was going to say Hillbilly Jed and the Midgets taking on Bundy and the Midgets. And then I was going to say Jake the Snake taking on George South. And then I was going to say Mr. T and Piper, but I couldn't get. See, I'm still laughing. Those were all-time matches. All right.
Hey, don't be putting down my midget friends. I like that match.
God, that was
I like Bundy slamming that midget.
I know, but I'm still. It kills me that he was main eventing too. It was throwing in a match like that a year later. It made no sense.
I know it did. I agree.
Okay, of course I had Hogan and Andre. I bet. Did everybody have Hogan and Andre?
Yes.
Nope.
I did.
All right, Warren, you're out of the room. Did you have it, Austin?
No.
You're out of the room.
I'll explain when it gets to me. You'll understand why.
Okay. Then I had Hogan and Bundy because I actually thought that was a pretty good match, that cage match. I had Bret Hart and Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10. I had Bret Hart and Stone Cold. I don't remember what that one was. That's
13.
13. Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels when he won the title. That was 14.
Yep.
I like Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, and
that
shit was funny. I watched that every so often just to laugh because that was.
I wasn't looking forward to
and we
that match at
had
all.
the debut of Mayhew's hand.
Yeah, the big hand and that mousetrap and
yeah, it was awesome.
Stone Cold and KO, Kevin Owens. I had Bret Owen on here twice. I must have really liked it. Steamboat and Savage, Hogan and Warrior and Savage. That was at 7 in the retirement match. Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. I think that was WrestleMania 20. We also had Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and
Billy coming out hot.
Yeah, he came out of the
Yeah, Glenn got a kick out of that comment. Glenn was cracking up.
Over what now?
There you go.
That's your brother.
Might have been at one time.
Billy coming out hot.
Yeah, well, Billy knows I can't come to Connecticut and whoop his ass, but Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in the ladder match. And that was just off the top of my head. So.
All right, I'll go ahead and go through mine. Let me scroll up here. I have a lot written down. I when I do make notes for a show, I'll go in deep. So WrestleMania 1, Hogan versus Hogan and T versus Tapper and Orndorff. Hogan Andre Mania 3. Rock and Austin Mania 17. Shawn Michaels Undertaker Mania 26. Triple H and Undertaker Hell in the Cell WrestleMania 28. Honorable mention, Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 7.
Okay, since Marcus was giving me a hard time, I'll go here so I can explain myself. I basically made my list from when I remember watching Mania. So, and also I knew for as great as Hogan Andre 3 was, I knew it was going to be on everyone's list. So I was just going to try to maybe find some other stuff that I also liked. So from 4-1, obviously HBK versus Taker in Mania 26. Also, then it wasn't as it was right around the same time was the HBK versus Flair, the retirement match with HBK in that corner saying I'm sorry right before he kicked Flair's head into row 10 or wherever it was. Rock versus Hogan. That one was awesome. Just with the crowd and the way the whole thing flowed from one side to the other, and you read about how Hogan was sick and all that, all that comes into that. It's like you watch that match, like, wow, that actually turned out to be a pretty good match. And my number one favorite Mania match, just because every time it just seems so awesome, is the Heist. Seth Rollins, Brock, and Roman, when Rollins ran down and did that impossible. That was the time when it just did. It was the heist of the century, like they said, and it's so much fun every time you watch it. You just get excited once you see him running down that aisle with that briefcase. So.
Yeah, because Brock was getting ready to go down to Roman, and all of a sudden you hear the music playing, and everybody up there at Levi Stadium was all standing, like, looking up.
Yep. Tag, Austin, you're it.
All right. It was hard to get to 5. I think I kind of went a little farther than everybody else. I put down like 20 matches, and I watched all of them to try to just get like my real top 5, and I still couldn't do it. I got 6. So 5.2 is TLC WrestleMania 17. I just think it's the best TLC match ever. Some great spots. Rhino and Lita and Spike all in it. The spear off the ladder, and the 4 tables going off in the road. It's just great match, and it's the best match on that card in my opinion. 5.1, Brett versus Owen. It's actually the first time I've ever watched it. It was a great technical match, great back and forth, but also got some brawling in there, and great character work from both. Especially, not a lot of people always look down at Brett for kind of being the little doll and stuff. But I thought both of them were playing off each other really good. 4, I put Edge versus Mick, WrestleMania 22. That's just a WrestleMania that I grew up watching every single day. I had the DVD. And that match is just kind of the perfect hardcore match for me. It's perfect balance for me. I think when they bled and everything, it meant something. Both of them had a chip on their shoulder. Edge wanted to be looked at as a main eventer, and Mick finally getting his moment. And that ending with the spear through the table on fire is great. 3, this one might be a little early, but I love the match. I put Rhea versus Charlotte. I think it's the best woman match ever already right now, in my opinion. It starts out pretty slow and traditional, and it just keeps getting better and better slowly, and just getting the pace putting up, and just very stiff and brutal, and it's just great match.
That may have been a night 1 last year, right?
No, it did not main event.
That's what I thought. I
Don't
feel like it should have.
get Austin going.
It was that good.
I'm glad that the Usos and them got their moment, and Sami and them, but it wasn't the best match, and it should have been. Rhea won the Rumble. That should have been the main event, in my opinion.
I have to agree.
Number 2, I put Streak versus Career for obvious reasons. I think it's the better of the 2 matches between them both. Both of them I could have put on this list, and I almost did, but I didn't want to put both. Just a great match. The ending, the tombstone, the jumping tombstone, still maybe one of the coolest finisher takes ever. And number 1, nobody else put on their list. I'm kind of upset about it. Kurt versus Shawn, WrestleMania. That's my favorite match of all time. It always will be. It's just so great in my opinion. And I have a whole paragraph written down about it, but I don't want to say it all. It's just a great match. Go watch it.
Yeah. the crowd response to Shawn after the match is amazing as well. Because like you don't ever hear much often about the loser getting cheered as they walking out.
Okay, guys, let's go to our favorite WrestleManias. I'll go first again. I had down WrestleMania 3. I had down WrestleMania 10, 24, WrestleMania 30, and WrestleMania 38. I thought the 38 right now might be my favorite one. I thought it was just so well done the both nights, and it had so entertaining. Definitely the most entertaining WrestleMania they've done for me at least. And then 30 with Daniel Bryan and everything, and the Flair and Shawn at 24, the ladder match, and at 10, and like I said, you also had Brett and Owen. So they were my favorites.
I'll go second on this one since I went last
Okay.
time. Number 5, put WrestleMania 20. Just pretty good card. The ending match with the triple threat submission. Then number 4, I put 39. I think it's the best WrestleMania we've had in the last 5 years, in my opinion. 38, I didn't like the main event with Brock and Roman. It just wasn't good. You had Charlotte and Ronda. There's great moments, and it's almost really like it almost is there. Just a couple matches that put it down for me. Number 3, I put WrestleMania 22. Like I said, it's probably not that good for most people, but it's just the one I grew up watching all the time. Number 2, I put 21, and number 1, 17.
Who wants to go?
I'll go ahead and go. My favorite WrestleManias were 17, WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 6, WrestleMania 2000, and WrestleMania 25. WrestleMania 17, it was a big one because the lead up for Rock and Austin 2 was like the greatest deal of all time, man. I was in middle school, getting ready to go to high school at that time, and like I just remember it like it was yesterday, and it's just awesome from beginning to end. Really, that card was stacked.
What one was that?
WrestleMania 17.
Well, you said 2. I thought
No. I know better than that.
2.
That would be in a Big and Funny section. Yeah.
God, Glenn, you're all the 2.
I'm just waiting like in the next 24 to 48 hours for Glenn to post. I just won tickets and travel to WrestleMania 40.
Yeah. Hey, don't be surprised, man. You never know. It's one of those. It's kind of got Sting quote.
At one time, Glenn was getting tickets to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. I was originally going to go this weekend, but that flight come back was just too much money, man. That was like $500 just to come back.
Okay, Marcus.
2. No.
1, 2, 3, 4,
2,
5.
8. No, because I even think I think 8th WrestleMania was bad too, really. But I had 1 because Billy Butt says it right there at the bottom, and I agree with that.
Yep.
1 was good and 2 was shitty. 3 was if 3 wasn't good after 2, I think we'd be done with WrestleManias. But
Yep.
So I had 1, 3. I had 10. I think somebody else had 10.
Tony.
Yeah. 14. Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. And then I had 20 as well, and somebody else had 20 as well. So a little bit of everything.
I had 20.
I also liked 6. 7 had some. I mean, there's spots, but for overalls, these are
6. 6 is a good one too.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, good minds think alike here. Because like I said, mine too. Number 4, I had Mania 17 because of the Rock Austin. That was Austin's heel turn. That was the big thing. Is Vince hands him the chair and he puts about 16 smacks on Rock to get the win. And then Mania 14, just because that was, Michaels with the back injury, and you had Tyson. That's I think when Mania started bringing back the all eyes, the celebrities, and a lot it started coming back into more of like, oh, this is sort of cool to watch, and so and then the reign of Austin started, and then also like I said, 30, just because it was end of the streak, and then we see Daniel Bryan getting a championship. I mean, you look at where that guy is and how he is. No one he didn't fit that mold of what a big champion type of guy, and he ends up carrying the belt for a while. And then my number one, WrestleMania 26. The card wasn't the best, but
I was there.
Yep, I got to see it all in person. So to me, that's my most favorite WrestleMania of all time. I got the shirt, I got a chair from the floor. So
okay, guys, we're gonna shift. I know some of you don't watch this product, but Glenn wanted to do this, so I told him we would real quick. He wanted to give predictions out for NXT Stand and Deliver. So if anybody wants to chime in, I'll read out the card, and if anyone wants to chime in with a prediction, they can. Got a six women tag team match. Thea Hall following Henry, and Kalana Jordan against JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame.
Oh, you want to go ahead and get
the Thea Hall team to win that one?
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
I think Jason Jane and them are going to win. I think Thea Hale and those ladies are going to make it close, but I think it's going to be JC Jane.
I'll say Thea and then win. They've been
What's up,
kind of,
David?
JC's been with them forever and turned on her. I think they're going to give Thea kind of a little moment, but her moment thing of kind of going over, and maybe start doing something better with her, because I think she can get a lot better and be pretty big in NXT.
Next up, a match I'm really looking forward to. It's Obafemi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs. I think this could steal the show. I think these three dudes are going to be. I think it's going to be brutal.
Yeah, I say Oba keeps it.
And
I'm
going to go.
I'm going opposite, guys. I think Dijak's going to shock the world.
You know what's funny is I don't know many people. Dijak's been around. He was Ring of Honor.
Yes.
He'd been around, and I mean, it's crazy.
Did we watch him on? Did we watch him on Game Changer?
No, not Dijak.
That cage match that Dijak had about a month ago.
NXT.
I know he's in NXT, but I was thinking we'd seen him somewhere. I was thinking I'd watched him somewhere else in a different.
Oh no, not he wrestled in
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor, but there was another smaller one he wrestled in too. The guy that owned Ring of Honor, and then he started Evolve. We've seen Dijak in Evolve too.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought we'd seen him in something.
That's also Briggs and Theory there too.
Yeah, the cage match Dijak had on NXT about a month ago helped solidify him having a North American NXT run. I think Oba does lose, and I think Oba goes after Dragunov.
So you don't think Oba takes the pin then, right? You think Briggs maybe?
Probably, yeah, the other guy.
That's the only way. There's no way they have Oba take the pin.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker against Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
I'm going to say Axiom, Nathan Frazier. They've had them together as a tag team for a while. They're great as a tag team, and that's to get Braun back on just being on SmackDown.
Yeah. I had trouble picking this one because I'm obviously I like Braun, but I went Axiom and Frazier as well.
I did too.
Yeah, I think they just need to get the belts off them. But honestly, I also think sometimes NXT treats the tag belts as not really don't show much respect to them.
They did it one time, but I agree with you in the last year or so.
I would say almost since 2.0 started. Black and gold NXT was.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, the women's championship match, Lyra Valkyrie against Roxanne Perez. I'm going with Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I'm going with Roxanne too. Tatum Paxley is going to cost Lyra the belt.
It's not a bad idea. I'm going to say Lyra keeps it, and hopefully Roxanne goes the main event to the main roster because I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything left for her to do on NXT. I think she's ready. I think she should go to the main roster. So
Yeah, I think it's just it's just a matter of time now. She could be one of those post WrestleMania call ups you get. She could show up on Raw, challenge someone, sort of like Paige, you know. But I think Lyra's going to hold it for a while because I think they still are trying to flesh her character out and get her more going.
she's getting better on the mic, though.
Yeah.
She has gotten better on the mic. So but I think Roxanne's ready for the main
Also-
roster.
Let me ask you your opinion, Austin. Do you think Valkyrie's ready for the main roster?
Not quite yet. I think she's not far, but I think she keeps the belt for a little. Maybe, that girl does turn on her at some point and then all that, but I think stay a little longer.
I think this time next year, Lyra will be on the main roster. Just not right now.
I would say maybe one more year tops. And I think that'd be good.
Next up, the NXT Championship match, Dragunov and Tony D'Angelo.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about this match.
Yeah, it's no way.
I'm not hating on Tony. He's not bad, but like they just pushed him into the main event out of nowhere without any like build up of him being the main eventer. He was in the tag team and all that, and then I don't know. If they would have built it up better, and then he gets, I don't know. I don't think there's any way he wins.
I think it just all depends on their plans with Dragunov.
I mean, I would love to see Dragunov go to main roster. If that's what happens, then I'm fine with Tony winning. But if that's not going to happen, have him keep the belt for now and take it off. Someone take it off that I think would mean more.
Yeah.
To take it off.
I'm going to go with Dragunov.
Dragunov.
And then the main event is Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes.
I think they're setting up Trick winning and him kind of taking the top spot, even though not being the champion. And finally, Carmelo going to the main roster. Finally, he should have already been there, in my opinion.
Trick is gonna whoop that Trick. Enough said.
He's gonna whoop it. Yep.
He gonna whoop it good.
Well, I seen a guy come out with a theory that he thinks Carmelo's going to win, and they're going to take Trick and Carmelo and both put them on the same show together and move them both up at the same time and feud.
I don't think Trick's ready.
Did Damien say that?
No, it wasn't Damien.
I think Trick maybe have a run with the belt, make one more year or a half. I don't think he's ready yet.
He has had a fast rise.
The thing that scares me about Carmelo is
his size.
They've got so many guys like him already.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Frankie? I just saw you commented.
You got Cedric Alexander. And then you look at, not that they're the same size, but I mean, where's he going to fit in? Are they going to throw him in with Lashley and them? I mean,
honestly, the
great
Lashley thing hasn't worked yet, in my opinion.
No.
Not like I thought it could.
Because they haven't done anything with them. They have them come out, talk, and then just get beat. They haven't done anything with that group. It's frustrating because all three of them are very good talent. And I was waiting for the Montez Ford single run for about 2 years now. But
it's a year, yeah.
And we're still waiting.
Okay, guys,
we'll
go to WrestleMania Night 1. Got the match card for Night 1. Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso.
I think it makes no sense for Jimmy to win, in my opinion. It's got to be Jey. I don't think Jimmy gets anything out of the win. I think Jey winning it means more.
But does it? Where are they going to go with Jey after this?
I mean, you're right. I do want them to do something more.
Beat him and then eventually them working around to bring him back into the bloodline.
I don't want to see that.
Because I mean, we know we're coming to that Roman Rock split. I mean, I'm sure Jey will win, but I could make a case for Jimmy.
How soon do you think the Roman Rock split happens, though? I think it's going to be a little bit.
I think it could happen a week after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could happen at Mania.
It could happen tomorrow night, or it could happen Sunday night.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it could.
Because, I mean, you look at the classic with, when Michaels lost to Austin and how that next night Triple H came out and said, you dropped the ball, you're out, and they reformed a new DX. I mean, that could easily be The Rock saying, Roman, you dropped the ball, you're out of the bloodline.
There's the one way I look at Jimmy winning, or even if Jimmy loses, maybe taking Jay out. Put doom and gloom on Cody and Seth. I mean, if he loses, or even if Jimmy loses, he takes Jay out. Well, Jay's not a factor for Sunday, especially if it's bloodline rules.
Did you guys see what Stone Cold
so
posted a couple?
I'm going to go with Jay, but I think Jimmy's a possibility.
Did you guys see the video that Austin posted Monday? He posted a video on his ranch. Someone dropped off beer. Just anonymously dropped off beer at his ranch. Doesn't know who it was.
So who do you think?
I think it was Cody.
I think it's going to be Jay.
I think
no, I mean, who does it think? Marcus, what do you think?
I would love if Stone Cold makes an appearance.
Well,
I think he's going to be there.
I think Jay will win it.
Billy says, "Let's hear your case for Jimmy."
Just like I said, I think
that's hard.
Jimmy could win, and like I said, they have that split with the bloodline, and he brings Jay back in, going, "Listen, hey, you lost your way, come back with us."
I think if Jimmy and Jay go back in, I think it's whatever side's the good side. I think that's where they will be. I don't think they'll be heels. I think Jay's too over to be a heel again.
So you think
Damien says Jay versus Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom.
So you think Jimmy will win and then bring Jay back?
Prison yard match.
I'm going to go with Jay, but I think
that'll be Monday then if it does it that way. It'll be after WrestleMania.
Okay, next up, we got a tag team match. We got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dirty Dom and Santos Escobar.
I don't care.
Yeah. I agree with Austin. Who cares about that?
They put this one on here.
I think it's going to be a really good match. I think it's going to be a good match. And
I won't say it won't be a good match, but like it'll still be good probably. But like they just did it to put him on the card. It's annoying that they couldn't build up something with Dominic and.
It's setting something up. It's setting. I don't know what. It's setting something up because he brought in
Carlito heel turn.
There's gonna be but Dom brought Santos and the Familia into the Judgment Day clubhouse. There's something there. I just can't figure it out yet.
Well, and then
you look at it, all the Judgment Day people are going up with stuff.
I mean, the other guy was on the Raw. I can't think of his name right now. Not Santos. The other guy, Andrade. He's a factor. So something's going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on with Dom. I agree.
They're almost leaning at Dominic getting kicked out. And Andrade maybe coming in, or you could Priest being kicked out has been rumored for like a year now. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe they do something with that match, and that is a big thing into it. But the match itself, I really don't care about. I'll say Dominic's team wins.
That's what I'm going with. Dominic's
wins is what I feel on that one.
I agree too.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
Oh.
You don't know?
I think he feels the same way Austin does about that match.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Dirty Dom.
Okay.
Wins, but that's I just don't. Where are you gonna go with Mysterio and Lee winning?
You could almost see Dom winning, everyone else in Judgment Day losing, him gloating, and then them just having enough of him.
And then Ray will make up with him Monday night along with Jay and Jimmy. So, it'll be a whole family reunion Monday.
It's going to be a Kumbaya Monday.
Well, last year was a real sad Raw after Mania because everybody was mad about Cody. Maybe this year will be a big hug fest.
Yeah, feel good moments.
Next up, Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch for the Women's World Title. I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
Tony's shot on that one.
I'm gonna take Lynch.
I'm going back.
I think Rhea keeps it. I think it's gonna be a great match, but I think Rhea's gonna drop the belt to somebody that needs a little more. I think Becky and them are just gonna do a great match, and Rhea's gonna keep the title and just kind of solidify Rhea a little more. So
SummerSlam?
Yeah, she'll drop it to Nia Jax at SummerSlam.
Oh God!
Yeah, I did that for Austin. I would kick out Austin.
Yeah, that would be annoying. I will say,
that pissed me off too.
she's having her best run. Still not amazing, but she's having her best
Get
run right now.
better.
But that would still be no.
What do you think, Chris? Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch.
I think Ripley's going to win.
Everybody give their pick
It
there.
wouldn't bother me if Becky wins, but I think it's going to be Rhea.
I think it's going to be one of the best matches.
I was going to say, I could see this match being like Savage and Steamboat.
Yep.
I see it stealing WrestleMania.
I think it has a real good shot to be the best match of the weekend. I really do. And everybody's hating on it, so I'm just waiting for them to go out there and just blow the roof off.
Kiss our ass, but we can do. Yep.
Next up,
I just hope they don't put it on early in the show. I hope it's like mid to late night.
I honestly have it start night one. I'm down for it. I mean, if they start it, how can you beat it?
Yeah.
If they're not going to main event, so I'd say start them and then have that that tag match, which that tag match is not going to be that great of a match in my opinion.
Then they get rid of that and just get
everybody else.
It's going to be entertaining. There's going to be a lot of storyline with that tag, but it's not going to be a good match in my opinion.
which one?
The main event: Brock, Roman,
Oh,
Cody.
I think it's going to be good.
No.
Okay, next up.
You don't think it's going to be good for what reason? Because Roman's in it.
Yeah, and The Rock.
No, it's not even that. I think they're going to win.
Oh yeah, I think Roman.
Why would my thing is why would they? Oh, it's bloodline. Why would they say that? That's not. You know they're going to have it where they're going to win, so it's bloodline rules, and then hopefully Cody still prevails even with bloodline rules.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
I agree with that.
Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill.
It's got to be Bianca and them, and they're going to have Damage Control lose again, which sucks, but they're not going to have Jade lose her first match.
No way. Yeah.
Unless the only way they could do is maybe Jade's just dominating, and maybe she gets turned on Bianca turning heel or something, and they lead up to them feuding or something, and that's how they lose. Maybe they lose that way. That could be a possibility, but
they could have Jade walk out.
Yeah, I think Jade would be a better heel than Bianca. I think Jade should be heel, not face. So I would be down with that.
That's the only way I see them losing.
Damage control. Give me damage control.
Damage. What about you, Chris? You going with Bailey's big butt? No.
Bailey's not in them, Tony. Bailey's not.
She has her own match.
I agree with them. I don't see Cargill losing her debut match. So I'm going with Cargill.
What do you think, Marcus?
I agree.
Okay. Next up, Gunther and Sami Zayn Intercontinental Championship match.
Man,
Gunther.
Let's go to Gunther.
What were
you gonna say?
I did see something that they're saying the Clash of the Castle, which is going to be over in England again. I think it's actually going to be in Scotland. Drew's, and they said Drew's going to have the belt, and it's going to be the main event's going to be Drew and Gunther.
I can't see Gunther dropping the Sami Zayn though. After all these other big ones, Sami's not even.
I don't have a problem with him dropping it to Sami. The timing is weird.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna pound the table on my writing of that. Have him beat Zayn on night one, and have Gable come out and challenge him night two and beat him night two.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm annoyed with what they're doing with Gable with the story. I had Gable just he gets beat up off camera, which I know they did something after the show, and he's just out he just took out Gable so quickly, and then I don't know. It made Gable look even weaker. It was annoying. I'm a Sami fan, but this whole storyline is just weird timing. I don't think he wins it.
No, I don't think he will either.
If they build it up longer and better, maybe I would have been okay with it.
If you think about it, Sami lost to Johnny Knoxville. You're going to have Sami go pin Gunther. I mean, you got.
Well, he won the tag team belts last year.
Yeah, he's building up. He's building up. He's gotten better since then.
He had to get better.
Give it to Gable. Sami's had his moment. Sami had his run with Roman in his hometown. He's had his shots. Pass this on to Gable. Come on.
Yeah, it's time for Gable to move up. I agree.
I agree with Gable, but I do think Sami should have his moment of winning a singles title at a big thing, in my opinion. But I don't know if it should be this weekend.
And next up, the 6-pack ladder tag team match for the undisputed titles. Now, both belts are going to be up.
I can't tell you who's going to win this because I don't know.
I'm going to say.
I'm going to tell you all the teams.
But yeah, there's rumors
No,
that
but I
one's going
can't
to
check
No,
that
change.
it
either.
could
I
change.
mean,
But all I can give you is the list that they got right now. They
Just
got
give the list,
the
but
New
I
Day,
can't pick it. There's just too many.
DIY, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory,
So
The
we got to pick
Miz
some winners.
and R-Truth, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
So first, I think this is going to turn out to be a great match. Even though there's a lot of people going on, I think
It'll
it's
be
a
a
lot
great
of.
match. Yeah, I agree.
But I think they're going to split the belts. I think Judgment Day is going to keep the Raw, and just for fan service, I think they're going to have Truth and Miz get the other ones. Maybe some kind of comedic thing where Truth accidentally gets one of the belts or something. I don't know. But I think they're going to have Truth and Miz win one of them, and Judgment Day keeps the other. I think this is more just showing the talent type thing. I don't think the belt's really at risk that much in this match. I think it's just more just let's have all these great tag teams get in a match and show off and let's have a good match.
I think Priest and Balor is losing the titles. I'm going with Miz and R-Truth for one belt, and I'm going with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate for the other one.
I think
I'm going-
DIY is going to take one
I would love DIY to take one.
because they showed enough confidence in them in NXT to carry.
I think DIY is going to get the belts on Raw eventually from Miz and R-Truth.
All right. So the real question is, do
They
you
got
guys
kind of a story together right now.
do you think Waller and Theory is going to get replaced or not?
No,
I have no idea.
my pick. They're going from my picks. Waller and Theory are going to win one of them, and Austin Truth going to win the other one. I think the ones that Waller and Theory will win will be the blue ones for SmackDown.
He don't think they'll get replaced. I don't know. I've heard a lot of rumors. I don't know.
They're probably going to get replaced by Strowman and a kid.
Nicholas again.
Yeah, he's probably like 16
Strowman
now.
and
He could
Ricochet.
probably go now.
Well, he's going to pick a different kid out now.
It's going to be a whole different. It's not going to be Nicholas.
why does everybody think they're going to get replaced?
Because of Dave Meltzer. Why anybody wants to listen to that dumb fucker?
Yeah, why does anybody listen to Meltzer?
I'm not
He
listening
did
to him. I'm
report
just listening
that
to the
there's-
other rumors.
Actually, the team that was originally on there before them was the team that came from England that was
Pretty
in
deadly.
NXT.
Pretty
Very
deadly.
deadly. That was the team that was originally on there, but then they lost the belts. I mean, they lost their chance. So I don't know. It came from Meltzer's a moron. Well, anybody would listen to that motherfucker. I don't get it. But
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh,
Tell us how you
the
really
main
feel
thing-
about Meltzer.
I said, you want me to go off? I really go off on that dude.
I agree with what you're saying about him, but the only thing that sucks about this match is I'm happy DIY is in it, but man, the Creed brothers not being in this match really sucks.
I agree.
DIY deserves to be in the match because they've been there longer. They deserve wrestling, but why couldn't you just do both? Why couldn't you just have both?
I had a 17. What the hell?
Not as well.
So what do you guys think? What do you think, Chris? What do you think, Brian?
I think Priest and them are going to keep one of the titles, and I think Miz and Truth are going to get the other one.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I'd like to see Miz.
I
and
disagree,
Truth.
but you'll see why later.
I think it'd be cool just because it's everybody loves them right now, and Truth hasn't got a WrestleMania moment yet. So
Truth
just have them
gets up
do
that
like,
ladder. If Truth gets up that
Well, that place
ladder,
will go crazy.
it'll go nuts. If he gets up that ladder, gets that belt, that place will. It
You
might
lost
be the
it.
biggest pop of the night.
All
it'll be a great moment. And they need to split up the belts anyway. So if they use it for that, that's fine with me. Those belts need to be split up bad.
Watch him do something where he takes one of the belts right down. He takes the belt up and puts it.
I can't about.
I got the wrong one.
He tries to hand the belt. What happens is he hands one pair of belts to Judgment Day.
He
Damien
looks
wants AOP
down
in there,
at
but I
Miz and
don't-
goes, "Which ones do you want?"
Yeah, I'll pull the wrong one. Not that one. Then go back up there and rehang it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Austin's favorite match, the Rock and Roman.
I don't have
Reigns
anything against
Cody
this
Rhodes
match.
and Seth Rollins.
I think this
I think
match
Rock
is
and
good.
Roman.
Yeah,
I think Rock and
I'd
Roman
say
definitely.
the
wins
writing's
this
on the wall. They're not going to have that go to where it's one-on-one at the next night.
yeah, I agree. Rock and Roman
Set
win.
it up on Monday. I mean, they literally with them beating them down, so they set this all up now with Bloodline just destroying them in the ring, and they're gonna go. That's gonna be the storyline now. Is you see what happened? It's gonna be that, and that's what they're
Can
doing.
overcome?
Yeah.
Look, I have nothing against this match. Do I think it should be main eventing? No, it's kind of bull that it's
I
main
agree,
eventing. maybe start off the
I think
night.
it
That'd
should
be
start
cool.
off tonight. That's my opinion. I think it should
It's
start off tonight. It's not going
It's
to.
annoying that it's main eventing, whatever. But yeah, Roman and Rock I think wins. I don't think it's gonna be a good wrestling match. Maybe it's gonna be a little entertaining. The storytelling will be good. Like Monday, I like that last segment that they did. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be very, like movie feeling. But yeah, Rock and Roman win. I don't know exactly how, but Cody won't. I don't think Cody takes pin.
You know who didn't like that segment on Monday night? MJF.
I know. I see him post this.
I thought that when I saw him, like, wait a minute, Cody got lashed by MJF in AEW. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not the first time that was ever done, though.
No,
It's been done many times.
It was just the first time on Cody.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the first time on Cody. Yeah.
I think it's, I think Roman and The Rock are going to win.
I do too.
Yeah, that's all unanimous.
Okay, guys. Second night, AJ Styles versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
This match might be the one I care about the least. Why didn't they add
LA
a stipulation to it?
I think they need to. I agree with you. I say
Don't
LA
we-
Knight.
Yeah, I'll say LA Knight too. I don't care.
It's gonna be night.
Yep, that's gonna be
I hope it's
Come
not.
on, finish it out.
How much I need to stay up by Tony or Chris?
7.
I'll say Knight, but I will
3
say
minutes left.
I like LA Knight, but I don't think he's anywhere near as good as AJ.
No,
I don't think really AJ should be losing to him at WrestleMania, but it doesn't make sense for AJ to win, in my opinion, right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, makes more sense. Yeah, it does. Next up, guys, the Pride versus the Final Testament. Pride is Bobby Lashley and
I was about to say, who the heck is that?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Bobby
I
Lashley.
was like, who
that's Bobby Lashley and
Mark's
I
the
was like,
circle of life.
for what?
that's what they call him, the Pride.
Bobby Lashley and who?
Bobby Lashley and Street Profits.
I'll say Lashley and Street Profits just to give them something because they haven't done
They do
anything
bad.
with them.
Who's
I
the
think
other?
it's-
two?
Karrion Cross and ALP offers of pain. I think it's going to be Karrion Cross and them.
I
Yeah.
actually think this will be a fun match because it's like no holds barred, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
street
Philadelphia street fight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun, entertaining match with teams
Yeah, I
that
do
nobody
too.
really. I think it's going to be a kind of a surprise, not anything crazy, but a fun, entertaining match. And hopefully, Lashley and Profits win just so they can get something for once.
I'm going with Final Testament.
Okay, what does the Profits come out in? Do they come out in 76er gear? Do they come out in Philadelphia Flyer gear? They come out in Philadelphia Eagle gear? What do they come out in?
Eagles.
Yeah, I come out with Dallas Cowboy gear.
Well, I'm thinking they ought to come out with ECW gear, but
aren't they playing at the football stadium?
Football, so it's probably should be Eagles.
They're probably Eagles.
I don't know. Come out in like Taz and Sandman gear or something. Really throw everybody off.
You know, bringing that up, did you see the rumors that are trying to get Jason Kelsey there?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
He could play a role in that.
So what is everybody going with there? Pride or Testament?
Testament.
I went with Pride.
I'm going
Right.
with Street Punks, Street Profits,
Street Profits.
Street Profits. I don't care about Bobby Lashley. I've never been a Bobby Lashley fan. But I
Oh,
like the
man.
Street Profits.
Okay. Next up, we've got Io Sky and Bailey for the WWE Women's Championship.
This
Bailey.
is probably the one
Bailey.
I don't know for sure, to be honest. I want Bailey to win, but I don't know what they're going to do with this one. I'll say Bailey just because that's what I want to happen, but I honestly don't know what's going to happen.
Bailey, too.
I
I'm
just
going-
hope it's a great match.
I'm going Bailey.
I'll say Bailey as well.
Okay. Next up, we got Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens for the United States Championship.
It sure will be looking bitch ass Paul.
It will be.
Damn,
I
you hate Meltzer? He hates Paul? What the fuck?
I think Logan Paul's going to keep it.
It's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
think
Logan
Randy.
Paul.
Yeah, and I think it's going to piss us off the way he goes about it too.
I think
Well, he's
Randy
gonna hold
takes
that till
it.
SummerSlam. He's
Or
going to hold till SummerSlam in Cleveland.
That's a good point.
yeah,
I think he's going to keep it.
Well, okay, here's what's gonna happen. SummerSlam in Cleveland. Cody wins. It's gonna be Cody versus Logan at SummerSlam
Oh shit! Don't even joke about
for the
that.
belt.
Logan's got to finish his story.
I'll say Randy. Just maybe pinning Kevin. I don't know. I think it could be a pretty good match, though.
I think it's going to be really good.
I would've-
I think Logan Paul wins. Personally, I'd like to see Orton win, but I think Logan Paul's going to win.
I don't think Kevin wins at all.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
either.
Kevin wins at all. I think it's
I got
Randy or
Randy.
Logan.
He'll take the pin.
Yeah,
Just
I think
gonna
KO
pin him.
takes the pin for sure. I will say I would have rather the Intercontinental be a triple threat than this one be a triple threat, but
Yep,
I think it'll
agree
be a
with
good match. I think it'll be a good match.
you. Okay, next up, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, World
Drew.
Heavyweight Championship.
No,
True.
I'll go ahead and go into my spiel about this one. Drew wins. Priest cashes in. That's why I was referring
That's what
to
I have too. I've been saying that for 6 months.
Yeah,
When
Not
it's-
I
6
have-
months, about 3
But
months.
see, that's
I
what I'm
have-
saying. I want Drew to win, but I don't want him to win and then they
Yes.
take it right off of him. And
See,
They'll set it up for Clash of the Castle.
what I've been saying is two things. If Priest cashes in, the way the cash in should go is he cashes in during the match, and he pins either one's fine. But he does kind of the heist of the century again while Seth's in the match. He has beef with Seth. He has beef with Drew. He should cash in during the match before it's over if he's going to cash in. But if he doesn't cash in, I think Rock costs Seth the belt. Drew wins. I don't think Drew wins fully cleanly. I think Rock comes out, maybe makes Seth lose.
If you guys notice something about this WrestleMania, they're doing a lot of stuff that's been done in the past. Like, for example, the brothers team wrestle brothers 10. I think was it brothers at 30. I think it was 30.
25.
Who was
25.
25.
Hardy and
Hardy?
Yeah, the Hardy Boys are 25.
Yeah, who are you thinking the 30 brothers?
I thought they said it was 10, 30, and 40.
No, Jeff and Matt weren't at 30. That was like a 25 or something around there.
20,
Like 2000.
25 and 40.
Okay, 25 and 40. And then you got the tag match, the main event tag match at WrestleMania 1. You're going to have a main event tag match at WrestleMania 40. So they're doing a lot of stuff like that. And then at 30, wasn't it 30 when Seth cashed in?
32.
That
No,
was
31. 31.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
31.
So they're doing a lot of things towards
like a
that.
nod in that way, you know.
I would think it'd be really cool if Priest cashed in during the match and did like kind of the high century on Seth and all that if he cashes in. But yeah, like I said, I think if he does, if Drew just wins, and I agree with that. Drew shouldn't be cashing on if he wins. I think Drew should get his moment. If he's going to win, he wins. They should have just Seth win if there's going to be a cash in or during the match.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a small note to make before we move forward. Shane McMahon's son is on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. He said WrestleMania should be here in Indy one year. Like within the last hour, I was just looking on my phone when he was doing this, and he put a tweet, and I retweeted it and tagged Triple H in it. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree about that one. So
I do too.
a small note because we're talking about WrestleMania, you know.
Well,
Hey,
next year's Minnesota.
we know how Glenn is.
Yeah.
He wins everything. He gets VIP treatment. So hey, if he sends Triple H a tweet,
They might get it.
Yeah, he might read
yeah,
it.
it's going to happen.
They might cancel Philadelphia and move it here Saturday.
Let's go.
That'd be
Do
awesome.
it.
I was seeing my way in.
When is the next Money in the Bank pay per view?
That's
It's
like
in
June,
France.
right?
When is
It's
it?
in
Backlash is in France.
June and July.
Okay,
I think
because
it's
I'm wondering, Priest has got to hurry up and get cashing, but if he's still got a few more months,
Yeah, he's still got a while.
This weekend, I think.
Did everybody make their pick on that Rollins McIntyre?
I think so.
Okay. Then we go to the well, before I ask this one, there's only 6 matches for this night. There's 7 on the other one. Do you think there's going to be another match added? And who do you think it might be?
it'll be the rematch between Dominic and Rey Mysterio from night 1.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be Stone Cold and somebody.
Straight face tonight.
Shane McMahon versus Snoop Dogg in a rematch.
I was about to say probably a throwaway match like that again.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Cheech and Chong and Snoop Dogg and a smoke off.
I mean, you know what, dude? Little Wayne is gonna be there. Little Wayne's gonna be there.
I'll pay to watch that.
Lil Wayne is gonna be there. It's gonna be Lil Wayne versus somebody. There we go.
Lil Wayne
I'm
versus the
calling it.
Midgets. Come on, bring the Midgets back.
It pro-
Tony's flying to Philadelphia.
can see-
Tony, he's flying to Philadelphia taking Lil Wayne. That's what it
I
is.
could see maybe McAfee like they did last year.
what I wanna
Rather
see.
him against like the Miz.
I hope
Maybe
not.
you could do him and like Corey Graves.
Hey,
I've been expecting him and Corey Graves to do something against each other for a while now.
what if it was Stone Cold and The Rock?
Marcus, that's what it is. They're not having
That'd
a
be-
WrestleMania
that'd be
party. Tony and Chris are flying to Philadelphia. Tony's going to challenge Lil Wayne at WrestleMania. That's why they can't be.
That's why he won't wrestle nobody around here.
Little Wayne.
He keeps
I ain't messing with Lil Wayne. He's been shot about 30 times. He's still alive. I ain't messing with him.
Yeah, he's going to go off. He's going to not do it on the Indiana scene. He's going to go to Philadelphia and do it.
Hey, Mike King's in Philadelphia right now, so maybe he
I did
got me
see
booked.
that, yeah.
Hey, that could be a match. I got added on. Mike King and Dice Man. He get added to WrestleMania.
I want Mike King
Or
only if he's
to
dressed as a
independent
King.
show down there at the old ECW arena, 2000 arena.
Yeah, now would that be it? Maybe they
Would
might
you
have
imagine Mike
an
King coming out Jive So Bro?
Tommy Dreamer taking on.
That would make. That's the other thing I want at my funeral. At my funeral, I want JKO doing the shit about being the worst funeral ever, and I want Mike King to come out dressed as the King, the African Dream, and coming out to that song singing it. I want that at my funeral. I'll talk to Mike and I'll talk to Joe.
Jive So Bro.
I'm gonna sell tickets to my funeral because if I get that stuff done, we'll make some money.
Yeah, Chris will be commentating. I can see it.
Yeah, you have to commentate. Austin can set in. Austin take my place. Take Grandpa's place. He'll be the replacement. If he's dead, get the fuck out the way. I'll take over the chair. Okay, guys, let's go to the main event. Roman Reigns, Undisputed Championship, Universal title against Cody Rhodes.
Cody should win. I wanted Cody to win. I don't know because I was 100% thought he would win last year and he didn't. I think here's my take on it. If they don't have him win, and for Roman to get this record, that means absolutely nothing. Nobody cares about this freaking record. But if he gets that, all this 2 years means nothing. It means nothing if he doesn't win. And if Cody doesn't win, it means nothing. If Cody wins, it's going to be one of the biggest moments ever in WrestleMania. So,
yeah,
I don't know what they're.
It'd be a waste.
What they're doing if they don't have him win it. I agree with you.
I think he's gonna lose, and we're gonna get Roman and Cody three at the next WrestleMania.
That look, it
be
worked.
Roman, Rock, and Cody 3-way next WrestleMania.
One more year worked, and look, I didn't think it was going to work, but it worked. It feels bigger this year than last year, but they tried to do that again. It's not going to work again.
I agree.
I agree with you.
Man,
I think Cody wins. I think Cody wins, even though there's a part of me that wants him to lose just because I want to see your reaction when he loses.
I tell you what, I'm not watching Raw the next night if he wins.
I think he's gonna snap. I think he's gonna kill a bunch of people.
He fouled him. Come on. They lost.
They blew it.
I'm gonna be sitting there in my Cody shirt, just like silent, just no emotion at all. You know what's funny? You say I hate The Rock. I'm gonna wear a Rock shirt on Saturday. Okay.
What? Okay, let's say Cody wins. Where does he go from here? What Monday night? What holds?
Like what?
I don't think we get a rematch real quick. I don't think we get a rematch real quick in Roman.
Leaves boots in the ring. Retire. That's just me being.
Could Cody win and then Rollins come out and attack him or something?
Especially if Rollins loses his belt, it could be upset.
I see it. Yeah, because they got to have Cody going into another storyline, like almost immediately. He can't just hold around. Well, I'm going to play Roman Reigns for a while. I don't have to defend this for another.
But he did do that. He did do that pretty long program with Rollins when he first came back.
Yeah, but He beat Rollins 4 times. Rollins wanted it wrestle. He needs to beat Cody. That makes sense. And then down the road, you've got Randy and Cody as a story too.
When is Clash of
That's
the
the story
Castle?
I'd like to see him go to.
I think it's too soon.
When's
With
Clash of
Orton?
the Castle? Is it before SummerSlam?
It's in May.
Yeah, I think they just announced it for. I think they just announced it for June.
Yeah, May and June.
I think they just announced it for June.
So it should be before SummerSlam. So what if they? I mean, I don't know. It probably won't be his first feud because Cody's first feud will probably be something a little smaller. But what if they have Gunther lose Clash Castle or WrestleMania, and then you have Gunther and Cody at SummerSlam?
What if they have Gunther win at Mania? Monday night he comes out the ring. He relinquishes the Intercontinental
I would
title.
love
Cody Rhodes. I'm coming for you.
I want him to. I don't want him to lose.
Do like what's his
There's
face?
some story with him and Roman, with him and
Cody,
Gunther too.
Yeah, that would be great because nobody's been able to be. I would love for him to do that. It would be great. That would be a great way to do it, and then maybe set it up for SummerSlam, then to a SummerSlam or something.
So my prediction for the main event for night 2, I could have went 3 ways. I could have had where it's bloodline rules. Everybody clears out. You know, everybody's done the interview. All of a sudden, there's a guy in a black sweater comes up to the apron, kind of like what Solo did last year. But guess what? It ain't Solo. It's MJF, and MJF cost Cody the match.
MJF goes to WWE. It'll break the freaking internet.
Well, right,
If he shows up at WrestleMania,
since you got
it would break the internet.
You got Seth and Roman in there. What if Ambrose shows up?
Yeah.
Please no.
MJF, yeah. I would hate to see that too, but
no, I'll tell you who makes the most sense to show up, and it's not going to happen. Dustin Rhodes.
That'd be great. I'd be down for that. I don't want to see Ambrose again.
That's the best one, I think, but I don't think it's going to happen.
But what I ended up settling with was Cody finishing the story. Austin and Cena are going to help Cody out in the main event.
There's been some rumors of that.
Oh yeah,
I'm down with all that. The only thing I want is Cody to win clean. I don't want if The Rock turns on Roman, have it him like walking away from Roman or something. Don't have him knock Roman out. Cody needs to beat Roman clean.
Well, let me ask you this: what if they cheat and they've got him covered? Because this is something that Roman mentioned, not Roman, excuse me, Rock mentioned that I could even be the referee. What if he ends up coming in the ring and Roman covers him and he don't count it?
It's not clean to me. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, but they cheated to get there.
Well, what if here? Let's go way out there. Let's go way out there. What if everything's going down, all hell's breaking loose? It looks like Roman's going to take control. The bloodline's coming down, and you hear the music of the Beast. Because they said that they're starting to get cleared up with Lesnar. Things have been cleared up. That they're getting a little more willing to work with him on stuff.
He's still on
him to be the one that stops the bloodline.
Yeah.
Because you'd want to think about all the people that Roman has screwed over while keeping this title would be the ones that want to make sure the bloodline doesn't get in there to screw Cody over for the title. That's far out there type stuff.
I just feel like at that point it's just too much going on. I know there's going to be interference. Stick it to Solo and Jimmy, and then have Jay and Seth maybe take them out. You know, The Rock, maybe somebody comes out and takes them out. Keep it that enclosed. Don't have
Stone Cold come out and take out The Rock.
I would love that. As long as Cody wins clean, I do not care. I know there's going to be interference.
Yes.
Okay, real quick, your prediction. What will be the match of the night on night 1, and what will be the match of the night on night 2?
Night 1 is going to be Rhea and Becky. Is going to be the match of the night.
Yeah, I agree with him on that one.
Night 2, I would love to say Roman and Cody because I thought they had a great match until the ending last year. Like, it was one of Roman's best matches, in my opinion. But to be honest, I don't remember all the matches on night 2.
Okay, I'm gonna give. Go ahead.
I think night 1's going to go Jimmy. I think that you got two guys that know each other so well, and I think they probably dreamed this up for years on how they want this to go. Night 2, I honestly think Paul, Orton, and Owens. I think the triple threat's going to be the match of the night, just because I'm ready to see the Logan Paul jumping off a rope with an RKO out of nowhere, and Randy gets up off of that, and Owens with the stunner, like. because you know it's going to be an RKO out of nowhere at some point in time in that match. So I just think there's enough.
I'm going with Rhea and Becky. I'm going with Rhea and Becky or the 1A, 1B with the ladder match.
The hype for me on night 2 is Rock and or Roman and Cody.
Yeah, I'll say Roman and Cody, just going off of last year's match. I thought they had a great match. I think they can do it again. Hopefully, they just get the ending right this time.
Yes,
I think Roman, but I do think Seth and Drew's going to be outstanding also.
I think it could be a really good match too.
What do you think, Marcus? What?
I think the triple threat has potential. I really think they ought to take Kevin Owens out of that.
Yeah, he just seemed like he's lost in that shuffle.
But I have a feeling they need the guy that had to take the pin, and that's why he's there.
Do you not like Kevin Owens?
I like Kevin Owens. He just doesn't make sense to be in that match.
Yeah, they're just going off that he's been feuding with Logan.
Yeah. But somebody's got to take that pin so Logan doesn't have to and Orton doesn't have to. Whenever they do those triple threats, they always have to put a guy in there to take the pin to make the other two.
Yeah, they haven't really been doing anything with Randy. They just made sure he always doesn't take the pin in matches or anything. I wish they'd actually do something with him. That's why I kind of want him to win.
I really want the main event. I mean, I want Cody to win. I don't care how he does it.
I really want it to be clean.
Well, I just be good because that would really stick at the Roman. Like, there you go, you asshole. Now you finally did lose clean under your rules.
I can't wait till Roman wins.
Every title match Roman ever has has been bloodline rules because
there's two things that can break the internet. If MJF shows up, that breaks the internet, and if Roman wins, that's probably gonna break.
I hope MJF shows up. I'll go crazy if MJF shows up.
I'm fine with MJF. I'm fine with MJF, but like I said, Dean Ambrose shows up, man. What, he's gonna be over there in the hoodie, and he's just gonna turn around and take all the hoodie's already bleeding. He's just already bleeding. We don't know why. He's just already bleeding.
I already cut myself. I'm ready.
I'm not gonna lie. It would be cool if Ambrose did come back. If he came back as Ambrose, that'd be cool.
No, I don't.
It's not going to happen. But
I just never been a big fan.
They have had stuff come through the crowd though.
I do know Brandy Rhodes and Cody's mom's going to be there. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody's mom don't slap.
Oh, The Rock, yeah, The Rock's going to go over there and like talk crap.
Or Brandy get in there and blow someone.
They ought to have Cody's dog fight him.
Cody did say during that interview with Helwani that you would see Brandy. He said that because Helwani asked about Brandy coming back, and he goes, "I don't think she'll ever make a comeback." And then he asked about if she was going to be there, and he said, "Yeah." And he said, "You'll see her." That's all I'm going to say. So I don't know if that means that like she's going to interfere, but
she'll probably be in the front row.
You think Cody or Roman or not Roman, but The Rock's going to attack Cody Dog? Because he's been talking shit about the dog too.
Have the dog come out and bite him in the ass, or something. like the British bulldog attacking Bobby Heenan.
Or it's gonna be like the big boss man and cook his dog.
How do you think this?
It's like chicken.
How do you think this show they're going to do with on McAfee tomorrow is going to be with all these WWE guys are doing from WWE World.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. They're going to have all kinds of fans here. He's got
Triple H is going to be the first guest at 12:05. Then he's going to have Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Logan Paul.
Everybody but Roman.
They keep teasing. Roman was just on a show about a week ago, and then they're teasing that The Miz. And Michael Cole is going to be a guest host with them. I think it's going to be real good.
It's going to be really good.
He going to replace that Stooge Boston Connor, you know?
Dude, he always says something about that guy. I don't know anything about that guy, but
he's a Patriots fan.
Austin Carter is hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched the Pat McAfee show and listened to it sometimes the other people kind of get annoy the heck out of me. That's why I stopped watching it.
All they know me about Boston is he's a Patriots fan.
Well, there you go.
I think he's hilarious. Would you say talks about him all the time, Stevie? Is that what you said, Austin? Who you said talk about Boston Connor all the time?
No, Michael Cole always brings him up.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Michael Cole. Yeah,
No,
him and
no.
Michael Cole. Him and Michael.
Yeah.
Him and Michael Cole do. They feud on.
Every freaking show, he'll always bring up something about him. I'm like,
Okay, guys, Damien's brought up something.
Austin, real quick. Austin, do you have the new WWE game?
yeah, we got it
You-
for on JC's PlayStation.
You can play as Boston Connor on there.
I'm good.
Later this summer, I think that DLC will be out later this summer.
You
I'm
play
good.
as the toxic table. AJ Hawk has a character on there.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
will say, I've been playing the WrestleMania mode, and it's pretty cool. It's I got all the best WrestleMania matches. I just did Kurt versus Shawn and all that, and I got to slam Andre.
If you
I've been playing my faction.
If you play Madden, the Ultimate Team on Madden right now, they got McAfee as a 99 overall punter.
Yeah, I saw Roman's in there too.
No, I thought that too.
He was
too.
Yeah.
He was telling people that I guess tomorrow he goes back to he'll go down to a 92. He said, "Don't use me no more. If I'm not 99, you don't use me." He was all the cracking up.
What do you guys think about this statement?
Well, I agree with that after seeing that.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll do it at Mania, but they could.
I still need to watch that documentary.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know if I'm ready for it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be ready for it.
I guess,
But
I
it's
guess Rhea
great.
Ripley was just on Helwani.
Yes.
I haven't
I'm
seen
sure
that
it's a
one.
great documentary.
Same day as Punk was on.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I've watched
Becky comes out and confronts her, and they get into it.
I watched the other two, but I haven't watched that one.
Do you think as a quick, like say Cody wins, do you think they'd run a quick one with him and Uncle Howdy? A one match?
I think Howdy comes back, and he comes back as a fan favorite.
Well, he'll be a fan favorite.
Oh yeah. They just hopefully they use him right. If he does.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
exactly
and,
right.
And do you think that they'll put what's her name with him?
We need to. I think we ought to go with him.
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. She hasn't
I
been
mean,
back yet, so
she was part of the story before, so I guess. But I personally wasn't a big fan of that part of the story. But I mean, if anybody makes sense, I guess it's her.
What about Braun Strowman?
he does come back.
Yeah, is he still injured?
I think he's about ready to come back. I just don't think they had anything. But what if they bring him back as this Wyatt 6 kind of stuff?
Bring Redbeard back too.
Yep.
Rowan, right? Yeah,
That was a
I'd be
really
down
great
for that.
documentary, but it was rough.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it here soon.
I know it was well done. Very well done.
I know everybody wanted him in the Hall of Fame this year, but maybe next year will be better.
Family didn't want him in. But Mike Rotundo said it was too soon.
Yeah, it is too soon.
He said it was just too soon. They said emotionally it was too soon for their family to deal with. That's what Mike Rotundo said.
And yeah, I think that makes sense. Maybe next year. I think Paul Heyman being the headliner makes a lot of sense. Being in Philadelphia, he deserves to be a headliner, so I'm okay with that.
How you feel about Roman putting him in?
It makes sense. I mean,
Dreamer.
there's a lot of people. What, the guy that was going to kill him at one point?
Well, it's got to be an ECW guy. Even Billy Ray or somebody. It should be an ECW guy. Not.
I thought
I get what you're saying.
I thought Austin would have been perfect because he was with him in WCW, he was with him in ECW, he was with him in WWE. I thought he would have been a good.
Or Undertaker could have worked too.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, Paul Heyman, in my opinion, kind of saved Roman. Look, Roman going heel, maybe it would have worked either way without Paul Heyman, but I personally don't think it would have worked if Paul Heyman wasn't with him from the start. Paul Heyman saved Roman's career pretty much.
Roman makes sense because of Heyman's ties to the Samoan family. I mean, he's been with them forever.
Game, you know.
I mean, he knew Alphonse and all them guys when he was 16, 17 years old when he was taking pictures at Madison Square Garden. I mean, he's been in tight with them forever. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Joey Styles. Should have been Joey Styles to do
That'd
it.
be a good one.
That would have been a good one.
Joel Gertler.
Oh, hey, bringing it back to the Mick Foley and Edge match I had on my list, man, they brought him back for that match to commentate. He was great commentating that match. It was like his first time being WrestleMania commentating.
He was
Probably
so
his last
excited
time.
too. I remember that vividly.
Well, you guys got anything else?
I
Go
think
Cody.
Let's rev this bad boy up. It's Mania time.
Roman
Yep.
sucks.
SmackDown WrestleMania tomorrow night. Hall of Fame after on, I believe, on
Yep.
Peacock. Then
Well, you got the at
Battle
5
Royale.
o'clock on Peacock. You got the startup for WrestleMania, a big show that they're doing too.
Like I said, from like 12 to 3, you have
Yeah.
all that stuff on McAfee, all the wrestling.
I've been watching wrestling all day. I've been watching Game Changer. I watched that Bloodsport. Got to see Shayna Baszler wrestle. It was interesting. Got to see Dolph Ziggler against Mike Bailey. That was good. Some pretty entertaining stuff.
I'm probably gonna get Ring of Honor tomorrow night and watch Supercard of Honor just because it's gonna have a championship match. I think Briscoe's gonna get the championship from Kingston.
Well, Billy Starks is going for the title too.
Starks.
I would
And
like
then
to
you
see
got
that. We got SmackDown on. Got SmackDown on at the same time. It's going to be tough for me.
Yeah, I'll probably watch SmackDown. I get off like right when it's starting, but I'm definitely gonna be watching the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
It's right. Probably like 10:30, right? Because they're gonna do it right after. If I believe last year they did it at like 10:30 because they set it up right after SmackDown.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got anything else?
The only thing is we will not be on the air Monday. We'll be doing Tuesday instead because Marcus had something going on. So we're going
And it's not has nothing to do with the damn eclipse. It's with my granddaughter. So
yeah, he's going to be at the eclipse. That's what it is. He's going to be doing the eclipse. I should have known.
Dude, I'm gonna be working out in that eclipse.
I'll be out in the Alamo Speedway for their event out in the Turn 2 suite. So
I'll be right here.
You're going to be at the Speedway in the Turn 2 suite?
yeah, they
what's the
I
eclipse?
had a drawing for it.
yeah, I paid $40 for it because the company that's running it, I know, and they sponsored one of the cars for Corey LaJoy at the Brickyard this year. So
I'll probably be sitting right here, or I'll be out driving around.
It'll be like 3 o'clock, so we'll be on the air. Well, bro, we could go outside and broadcast the eclipse. It's
Don't
dark.
look at the. Have a little light. Don't look at the sun.
give us some live bets.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah. It'll be real exciting.
I ain't gonna say it. All right.
It'll be dark. We could have a ninja running around.
It'll be like Toby's in there, and we've got the Cincinnati Reds coming up.
Austin, has that ever happened before? We ever have a ninja running around in the dark?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I have to tell you that story sometime.
All right.
Yeah, you need to. About a story, Austin stories.
No, this ain't Austin. This ain't Austin.
I'm not gonna say a word about it.
Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Toodles.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this podcast forever, and this is the worst damn podcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.